So today, we're going to break down Western Washington University. It's a school with a reputation for incredible academics, a super active campus, and some serious value. And to kick things off, we're going to let the numbers do the talking.
All right, first up, a big one, the number 3. So what does that mean? Well, U.S. News & World Report ranks Western as a top 3 public school in its category for the entire Pacific Northwest. That is a major accomplishment right out of the gate.
Okay, so how do they pull off a ranking like that? Let's look at another number, over 200. That is how many academic programs Western has to offer. I mean, talk about a massive landscape of possibilities for you to find what you're passionate about and really build your future.
But honestly, this next number, this is the one that really stands out. Number 1. For the 2025-26 academic year, WWU was named the #1 producer of student Fulbright Awards in the entire nation for master's granting institutions. Now that is a huge deal. It's basically a giant flashing sign that says this school is serious about global engagement and top-tier undergraduate research.
So yeah, all these numbers really start to paint a picture, don't they? It's a picture of a top-ranked public university that delivers a really high-value education, all in one of the most beautiful parts of the country.
Let's dig into these bragging rights a bit more. We've got that top 3 ranking, sure, but it's also the 9th best public master's granting university in the West, and that region stretches all the way to Texas. Then you have Kiplinger's, which lists it in the top 100 nationally for both quality and affordability. That combination is kind of the holy grail, you know? And check this out, continuously accredited since 1921. That's over a century of proven quality. That's some serious staying power.
So with that foundation of excellence laid out, let's pivot a bit. Let's talk about what really matters, your academic journey. Because at Western, it seems the focus is really on helping you find and explore your unique passion.
Remember that 200+ number for academic programs? Well, this is how they do it. The university is built around 7 distinct colleges, and they cover everything. You've got business, fine and performing arts, science and engineering, even a whole college of the environment. This structure is what creates that incredible framework for discovery.
And speaking of discovery, I absolutely love this quote from their Fairhaven College. If you can design your own education, you can design your own life. Wow. I mean, that really gets to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? This isn't just about getting a degree. It's an invitation to really take control and build the future you want for yourself.
But of course, we all know a great college experience is so much more than lectures and labs. So let's talk about life beyond the classroom, which at Western seems to be defined by community, activity, and a really deep commitment to sustainability.
And when we say deep commitment, we mean it. Western is actually home to one of the oldest environmental colleges in the whole country, founded way back in 1969. But you know what's even more powerful? In 2004, the students themselves voted to fund 100% renewable energy for the entire campus. That is real student-led impact.
And on the activity side of things, there's a path for every kind of athlete. If you're an elite competitor, their NCAA Division II teams are no joke. We're talking 13 national championships. But if you just want to compete and have fun, there are 23 different student-run club sports, with everything from rugby to water polo.
And the options just keep coming. The Student Rec Center is loaded with things like climbing walls and a swimming pool. They've got an outdoor center so you can easily rent gear and explore the region's incredible natural beauty. And of course, for some friendly competition, there are always intramural leagues to join with your friends. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the big one, the topic on every prospective student's mind, the price of admission. But it's so important that we don't just see this as a cost, but as an investment, so we can really understand the value of a Western degree.
So let's just cut right to the chase. What does it actually cost to go here?
All right, here's the breakdown for the 2025-2026 academic year. If you're a Washington resident, the annual cost for tuition and fees is just under $10,000. For students coming from out of state, it's just over $29,000. So those are the core numbers.
So what do you really get for that tuition? This is where something called accreditation becomes key. Think of it like a seal of approval. It means the university meets the highest national standards, and that's what allows you to get federal financial aid, transfer credits easily, and show employers that your degree has real value. It's the quality assurance behind your investment.
And that brings us to our final section, the Western Legacy. This is all about the return on that investment, the kind of impact that graduates have not just on the state of Washington, but on the world at large.
You know, a fundamental part of Western's mission is serving the state of Washington. And this is so critical when you find out that workforce projections show 2/3 of all jobs in the state will soon require some kind of post-secondary education. Western is a critical engine for meeting that need.
And just look at the kind of impact their alumni are having. I mean, this is such a diverse and impressive list. You've got musician Ben Gibbard of Death Cab for Cutie, Dan Erickson, the creative mind behind the hit show Severance, the legendary artist Agnes Martin, a former chief experience officer at Microsoft, and the host of one of the most popular history podcasts ever. It just proves that a Western education can be a launching pad to success in pretty much any field.
And let's be honest, getting that launchpad is more important than ever, especially when you look at the national conversation around the cost of education. That number, $1.45 trillion, is the total student debt in the United States. It's just a staggering figure that really highlights the need to find universities that provide real value.
Which brings us to this really powerful idea from Western's own strategic plan. Education is the most powerful social equalizer, a true engine for upward mobility. And that just reframes the entire discussion. It's not just a transaction. It's an investment in opportunity, in social mobility, and in a more equitable future.
So, as we wrap up, we come back to this simple, powerful idea, the potential of your future, and how it could all start to take shape at a place like Western Washington University.
And so we'll leave you with a question, one they borrow for their own call to action. How will you make waves?